Hello, and welcome to ScrapTV, the video forum for the ISRI and Scrap Magazine websites. I'm Kent Kaiser, your ScrapTV host, and today I'm here with Jacob Folwell, a 7th grader from Caldwell, Idaho. Jacob is here as the grand prize winner in the video category of the ISRI and Jason Learning Youth Video and Poster Contest. Jacob has a video titled Bigger Than the Bin, in keeping with the contest theme, which asks contestants to show the process and challenges of recycling a bigger-than-the-bin item. First off, welcome, Jacob.
Okay, yep, thanks.
Thank you for joining me here today, and congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
Well, Jacob, did you have much interest in or knowledge about recycling before entering this contest?
Only a little bit, but not a lot. Because my grandpa, he recycles tin cans. He has like 2 big bins that he cycles like hundreds of tin cans, and he goes into town and just puts them in a recycling center. He gets like $8 out of it.
Do you recycle at home?
No, not that much. Where we live, we don't recycle often.
Well, first off, can you tell me what motivated you to enter the contest?
My dad came into the house one day. This is in spring break. He came in and said, there's a competition that you can do, and you just have to make a video about things bigger than the bin. So I was like, oh, cool, that'd be fun. Let's do that. I had an idea already in my head, and then he went over the rules, and like, that ruined my dreams. But okay, also, so then we started talking a little bit more about the rules and stuff, and then my mom, she had an idea, because I've done previous stop-motion animation with Legos before. And she said, hey, you should make an animation like that, but taking apart the car and having the steps of taking and recycling a car. And so I was like, that seems pretty fun. I should do that. So when they were somewhere, and I was just at my house by myself, and my sister was downstairs, doesn't matter, I just got all my Legos. I made a truck. My sister gave me this, my other sister gave me this cool little setup, tiny car for Legos. And so then I just did a video on how to recycle that. But when my dad saw it, he was like, it's good, but we should make it better. So then I redid it, and the first one took like 30 minutes, the second one took an hour, because it had a lot more detailed things in it. And when I was finished with that, I showed him, and he said, okay, yeah, that's good, but it's a little blurry on some of these parts, so you need to do those parts again. I was like, okay. So I had to rebuild the car and then put it together and then break it down again. And then we were finished. And so when we were finished, that day, we did all of the editing, added in all the music and pictures and stuff.
Wow. So altogether, how much time did it take?
1 hour to make the video, 3 hours to edit it. And it was on a Sunday. And then this was the weird part. As soon as we were finished, went to the website to turn it in. It said, sorry, no more things allowed. So we were I was like, dang it. But then my dad, he contacted this person named Patrick, I think. Contacted him on email and said, hey, you said we could do this, but it just finished. So I was wondering if you could extend the date. And he said, yeah, sure, send it 2 more days. And so we handed it in the next day on Monday. And yeah.
Now your video is about car recycling. Can you tell me how you chose that topic and what that involved, the research you had to do to learn about it?
Okay, so we chose the car recycling because last year, my dad recycled an old car that we got from his grandma, but then my sister totaled it. But it still worked, but it's just very not good looking. So he went to recycle it, and so we just, and that's where we got the inspiration from, and where we got all the details and stuff from was on the Jason website, where there's a scrap map saying all the different things that needed to be recycled, like ferrous metals, plastics, rubbers, the engines, the glass, the liquids in it. And so then we got all that. We made a script together, and then I did the second video by using some of the parts from the script, and then I had the script, then we just put in the video. And we used this mechanic thing. It was called wevideo.com. And so we used that, and we just put it in the thing, and then we cut some of it off, put an intro and music, and we put words on it. And then we got this sound, but some of the video was too short, and so we had to cut out some of the words from the script. And then we had to say it, and they were like, you know what, let's just use those words, but type them in, and then say them while they're typed, instead of just doing straight video talking.
That's great.
And we did that because on the previous year, I just talked about that.
Okay. Now, you use Legos in your video in a stop action type format. That seems like it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the how you do it,
Okay.
how many frames it takes and all that.
So the basic part of it is, so you just set up your like little area, like you have like a house or a car or whatever, and then you like move it, and take a picture, and then put it down, and then move it a little again, take a picture, and you just keep moving it slowly, take a picture. Have you ever seen like Kubo, the one they just put out, or like
No.
Clay or something?
I've seen claymation, yes.
Yeah, claymation. That's basically that. You just move it and then take a picture, and then move it and take a picture, so it looks like this.
Sounds like you have to be very patient.
Yeah. And I'm not patient, so it was kind of hard.
Can you tell me what you learned about car recycling by doing this video, and what surprised or interested you the most?
I don't really know that much. It's just how sometimes when you you give them the car, they take out useful things and they sell it. But the one thing that kind of was like, okay, is that when they're done, they stack them into like a big pile of different cars, and they could leave them there for like a year or a couple months until they actually start working on it.
Now, Jacob, did the contest make you curious about how other bigger than the bin type products get recycled?
Kinda, like how they would like recycle huge like ships. That kind of interested me, because I'm like, it takes a long time to recycle a car. How long would it take to recycle a big ship? That made me wonder. It was just one thing that I thought of.
Now, did the contest change your views about recycling or any of your own recycling actions?
It actually does, because it gives me a more understanding of how it works, so and like what it can do. So it kind of makes me want to recycle a little bit.
Now, I know as part of the award for winning this contest, you are at the ISRI convention in New Orleans right now. Can you tell me some of the fun or interesting things you're doing here at the convention?
My first ever plane ride. Well, not really first plane ride. I went when I was small, but like I wouldn't have remembered that. So this is like my first plane ride. And it was exciting, because like the first time I was like, and my dad was sitting next to me, I was on the window seat, so I just saw them go and take off. So I was like, Dad, and then my mom was in front of us, so she put her hand back so I could hold on to it. Because like, I'm like on like the bravery chain. This is the top, this is the bottom, I'm like here.
How about anything you saw on the expo floor so far, or anything, other experiences?
Well, there was this there was this like, what's it called? A simulation, where like it has all the different controls. It has like the gas, and then the brakes, and there's like rewind. No, it's not that.
Reverse?
Reverse, that's what it is. It has like a reverse thing, and it has lift up the thing. You're trying to shovel up rocks and put it into a bucket. And so then you like lift it up to scoop up the rocks, and lift another one to bring up the entire bar. And then you have to like go back and go forward into a bucket, and you get like points for that.
Sure.
And I think I might still have the high score for it, which is 8.
Nice,
I'm
very
not sure.
good, very good. And you got the award this morning on the stage. How did that feel, being on stage?
It was, I was really nervous before, because like we practiced it, and I was like, ooh, I have a lot of yeah, I have a lot of and I was just really nervous. Yeah.
Oh, you did great. So do you have any interest maybe in entering the contest again in another year, you think?
I'm not sure, because if like, I think it kind of like ruins the purpose. If you won 1 year, you should just let some other person win the next year. Because if you already won, and be like, that's okay, do something else. And you should just let someone else do it. Because like, if like someone's actually really good at it, and they're like, I'm the best video maker in all of the land. They're like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do next year, and next year I'm gonna win every single contest. Then you have like 10 awards in your house.
Well, thank you for being here with me again, Jacob, and congratulations again on your award.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoy the rest of the ISRI convention.
Okay, thanks.